Hi viewers, welcome back to our learning channel. In today's video tutorial, we are going to learn about how to link your KOBO with Excel. For example, if you have developed a form in KOBO and you want that I do not need to come to data and download the data in Excel and then analyze that. If you have already an Excel database, which is like this, and you have added an analysis sheet also, for example this one, how we add analysis sheet. For that I have already done some video tutorials. The links are given in the description. So for example, if you have a farm in KOBO and you do not want to download the data from there, but you just want that there should be a database in my computer where this KOBO toolbox is directly linked, and whenever someone submit any data in that form, so that should come automatically to my Excel database. For example, I have developed this form. How to develop a form in KOBO? For that also I have already done the video tutorial. KOBO session 1, 2 and 3. The links are given. For example, we have this KOBO tool and we have deployed that to field stop and they are collecting data. So for example, if someone fill the form like this and submit data, this is just an example of short data. So if they submit a data, so you will see that your Excel file will automatically upload this information without going to KOBO and then data and downloading the form. Without this, how? For example, I've submitted one form. Now we will see there are only 4 entries. If I refresh this, so you will see a new row inserted here for which we just did the data entry. So similarly, if someone would be submitting any data, for example, project 3, education, and province 2, and district 2, and a beneficiary name, whatever information is in the form, and if they submit, so you will see that when you go to the Excel file and you click refresh, so you can see the 6th record for which we did another entry. So that's here uploaded, and the analysis sheet that you have developed, that would also automatically updated. Now here you see there are 6 records. Before there were only 4 records, so we did 2 entries more. So here we have those, and all this analysis that we have added here. For this we have a detailed video tutorial. The link is given in the description. Then how to do a count if or sum ifs functions to analyze our data with basic frequencies and percentages. How we can develop a farm in KOBO, deploy that to the field teams, and then link that with an Excel database where this data is automatically uploaded without going to KOBO and then downloading the data and extracting them and then copying and pasting them into a database. How you can do that? So let's start. So the first step is to create your farm in KOBO. If you have not already developed, if you have developed, then skip this step. For example, we have lots of video tutorial on our channel. The link, for example, KOBO part 1 and how to install and configure KOBO and how to develop farm in KOBO. So we have these videos already there. You can watch them on our channel. The links are given in the description. Now I have already developed this form just to save your time. For example, this is the form that I have already developed. So this is step number 1, that you develop a KOBO, a form for data collection in KOBO. The next step is submit a dummy record or an actual record, just one record, so that you have this data tab open, because when you submit a record, so then this data tab would be open, and we have so far submitted these 6 records, so we have them. Now what you have to do, the next step is that when you develop your farm in KOBO, the next step is submit a dummy record or an actual practice or an actual form. Then go to KOBO, open the farm and go to setting. This is the farm. Here I am in the setting tab. This is the setting tab in KOBO. So you come to this setting and remember to enable allow submission to this farm, and anyone can view this farm and anyone can view submission made to this farm. This is the next step. Then what you have to do, you have to go to KOBO, open the form and go to data tab and copy the yellow highlighted part as this is your asset UID. For example, here you see this yellow highlighted is the asset UID. Where is that? Go to the data tab and here you can see in the browser, this is the complete link of this form, and this part is the asset UID. You will need this, so copy this. After that, open a new tab in your browser and paste the following. This is a default URL which you have to paste in a new browser here, but what you have to do, KPURL and asset UID, you have to replace these two. So replace asset UID with the asset UID that I just showed to you, that you go to the data tab here, and in this data tab, when you are in the data tab, so you will see here a link. So this part after the forms and slash and before the data and table slash, you have to copy this part. So this is your asset UID. And what is the KF URL? So the KF URL is this one, KOBO Humanitarian Response Info. This is the KF URL. So when you copy this, so what you have to do, copy this. This is the example now. What I did here, I just replaced this part, this KF URL with KOBO Humanitarian Response Info, and then this asset UID, I replaced this asset UID with this one, this yellow highlighted, which I have copied already. So I will just replace this asset UID with this one. Now what you have to do, open a new browser, copy this and paste it in a new browser where you will see a page like this. For example, I open a new tab, copy this whole URL there and then press enter. So you will see a page like this. On a page like this, you have to go to the end of the page where you see this part, current endpoint, this part. Okay. So here you can see there are two URL for you. One is CSV file, one is XLSX file. Whichever you want to copy, both are same. CSV is just comma separated Excel file, and XLSX the file type of the Excel. So what I will do, I will just copy this, copy link address. Now the step 9 is go to the Excel file and open. Now this is our Excel file that we have already developed. Okay. So let me do it in another sheet so that you may understand it, or another file. Let's do it in another file. So this is a blank new database that I am going to create and linking with KOBO. Here what I will do, I will go to the data tab, this one. Then I will go to get data. Get data from where? From other sources. And in other sources, I will go to from web. I will click from web. When I click this, you will see this pop-up window. So just paste that complete link here. And remember that there should not be any inverted commas in the start or at the end. It should be without them. Okay. Now what you need to do, just need OK. Click OK. When you click OK, so you will see here, it's open, a new pop-up window is open here, and there is this record, and here you can see this load. So load to where? Load to. So I am saying load to this place. Which place? Existing worksheet. You can develop a new worksheet also, but I am saying existing worksheet and this row. Okay. When I click OK, you will see here this is exporting this one. Do you see? there are six records already submitted. So all those 6 records are here. Now if I go there and submit another record, so I will see that record would also come here. And then similarly, for example, now we have 6 records. So if I have deployed the form, how to deploy your KOBO form, so that is already covered in the previous video. The link is given in the description. So what you have to do now, for example, if someone is submitting new data, project 1, education, province 1, district 1, beneficiary name, marital status, and whatever the length of this form is, and if they submit that, it says submitted. If they are doing from mobile, but I am just doing it from the browser, so it can be done from mobile also and or from the browser also. Now here we have only 6 records. When I go to the data tab and click refresh, so you can see here a new form, the 7th one, the project 1, education, province 1, that is here. And if we go to the analysis sheet, which is linked, so there are now 7 records. This way, if whoever is submitting the data, so that would automatically be coming here, and it will save the time for you to go to the form and then data and then download the form. Sometime when you are doing this, so you will see here when you click the refresh, so that form sometime takes times, but you just keep on submitting the form, and here your database would automatically be updated and the analysis sheet will also automatically be updated. The good way for this is that first you develop a form in KOBO, all the steps that I have told you, just so you have to develop a form. If you have already developed, so that's okay. What you have to do for that, you have to do for that to copy this part from the data tab of the KOBO and then come here, and this is the format for the export settings taking the URL. So here you have to replace this KP URL with KOBO humanitarian response.info and this asset UID with your asset UID, which is here in the in that form which you have developed in KOBO and the data tab. From here you can copy that. And when you do this, so this is your link which you have to take and open a new browser, and in that new browser just paste it so that this type of page is open for you. And when this page is open for you, come to this current endpoint, and here from here you have these 2 links. One is with XLSX and one is with CSV. Just copy one of the link, go to the Excel file where you want the database, get data from other sources from web, and then add there. You can then in this get data in Excel, you can then see this in the Power Query editor also. Here you can add as much as analysis is required in this database, and that analysis would also automatically keep on updating with the data entry from the field team. I hope you like the video. If you don't understand anything or if you have any question, you can comment on the video, you can ask for questions, and you can watch other videos on KOBO also, and you can watch other videos also which are on our channel related to KOBO. You can watch different other videos also. Dear viewers, we have started this YouTube channel. There are free of cost learning tutorial on if you want to learn Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, PowerPoint, MS Word, other learning tips. So we have detailed playlist, and there are hundreds of tutorials on Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, how to design presentation, Microsoft Access, how to develop databases and manage data, online data collection, learning Google Form, KOBO, MS Forms. If you visit this channel, you can find lots of video tutorial. Kindly support us, visit the channel. For example, in MS Excel, you will find these sessions in a proper sequence. For example, in MS Excel playlist, we have this basic session and then session 2, 3, 4. So if you start learning these sessions, so from the start, you can go ahead and you will find in a sequence sessions on Microsoft Basics, data analysis, conditional formatting, pivot tables, use of if, concatenate formulas, dependent drop down list, validation, name managers, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP function, F function, advanced use of count, F in some Fs, how to find duplicates, tricks and tips related to Microsoft Excel, how to develop search boxes, searchable drop-down list, aggregate functions, tracking performance of the projects or any other analysis of research that you have conducted, for example, school function and other such studies. There are sessions on how to develop beautiful charts, attractive charts, speedometers, dashboards in Microsoft Excel. Similarly, in PowerPoint also you will find how to design beautiful presentation in PowerPoint, how to do in MS Excel also you will find all these sessions in proper sequence. The Access tutorials playlist, here are almost 8 sessions. In session 1 you will find the basics, how to create tables, queries, forms, and then you will go on with advanced options in Microsoft Excel. Similarly, you will find tutorial on how to collect online data, Google Form, KOBO, MS Form. You will find also the use of MS Word, the mail merge functions. There are sessions on SPSS also, so you can learn SPSS if you need to do some analysis in SPSS. There is a series on project management also, how to conduct need assessment studies. Kindly support us, visit the channel, watch, learn and improve your productivity. Thank you so much.